What's up, YouTube fam? Back for another one. This time we're doing some Raptor coating through the hvlp spray gun. It's a 1.8 tip on it. I wouldn't use anything smaller, to be honest. Be very careful with this stuff. It's not good for you at all. It's full of carcinogens. So wear your gloves. Make sure you wash yourself. Make sure you protect yourself properly. Mask, gloves. Clean everything up as soon as you're finished. But there's a few bits of advice along the way. It might help you if you're new to Raptor coating or you want to put it through a hvlp gun and get a better finish than you do out of the shoots guns or the Raptor guns. They're both the same thing. So here's a video. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a coffee, and it's a really good coating, this stuff. It lasts for ages. It's really hard wearing. It's a bed liner. Originated in the States, I believe, and it's for folk throwing shovels and stuff in the back of their pickups, you know, to stop it from getting scratched and scraped. So it's really hard wearing stuff, and it works well through the hvlp as well. So like I say, grab yourself a coffee, sit back and relax and enjoy. Bye. What's up, YouTube fam? We're doing some Raptor coating today. This is the Raptor. There we go. Raptor black bed liner, and it comes with hardener. That'll be it there. Raptor hardener, and the ratio for this is 3:1. What I do is I run it through my spray gun, my 1.8 primer gun, and I run it at 3 bar pressure. You need to up the pressure to get it to lay down nicely, and I also add 15% of thinners. Before you start, you need to shake this like your life depended on it for a good few minutes. I have shaken it for a couple of minutes already, but could do with some more probably, just to get all the thick slurry part at the bottom mixed throughout it. Okay, so I'll give that a mix. I'll grab a cup, mix some up. I've got the compressor drained down, fired up, and it's ready to go. So all I need to do is to give this a shake. 3:1, 3 parts Raptor, 1 part hardener, 15% thinners, and like I say, I'm putting it through my primer gun, which is this one here, my lovely DeVilbiss FLG5, and it's a 1.8 tip on that bad boy. It's all been cleaned out, obviously. Clean it every time I use it. And we've also got a pressure gauge in the bottom. So you're looking at, you can see the 2 bar there. You're looking to have at least 40, 45, 50 psi going through this. And you'll need a decent compressor to run it as well. But the finish looks great. I like it. I've already done a motorbike frame with it. So I'm going to do some small parts today, some yokes and that. And I'll show you how we get on with that. So buckle up. When you mix it up, get yourself a mixing cup. You can see there, that's the 3s. So you fill it up to that mark with the Raptor, that mark with the hardener, and then it's got your percentages of thinners here. I go for between 15 and 20 because I don't want it thick, and it's a really thick product as it is. So if you use a cup, it'll be a lot easier than trying to eyeball it or even measure it off the milliliters, unless you're mixing the whole lot at once, if you're like doing the underside of a car or something, in which case you just add all the hardener into the bottle and use a shoots gun, but I'm not doing that. I don't have a shoots gun, I'm not buying one. I've used the primer gun before, it works better than a shoots gun if you ask me. It gets a better finish, it's flatter. These are the parts we're doing today. It's like this is off my Bandit, crash bars and a tail rack, I guess, for carrying stuff. And this is off that shit heap of a tracer. It's the pannier rails, if you like, and the top box mount. Because I live by the sea, these things just rot. And let me just show you how badly these things rot when you live by the sea. Look at the state of that. Is that not horrendous build quality? I wouldn't buy another Yamaha. Look at the bars on them. These need done, but the spindle's actually, the spindle that goes through at the back's actually stuck. It's corroded, fucking stuck. So anyway, that's the Yamaha crap. Got some Bandit top yokes, Bandit bottom yokes in my custom stand there, and grab rail for a GSXR 1100. If I've got any left over, I'm going to coat that, the rest of the stand, the bits that I missed, just to make it look pretty, and the risers obviously. So that's what we're painting today, and like I say, I'll go and mix the paint up. Compressor's on, we're at full pressure. I've drained down all the water out of it. I've got a water trap on it as well, so make sure you don't have any moisture in the lines. It's a reasonably dry day, not too humid, not too high in the humidity stakes, so it should be okay for painting. Obviously I've taken all the bolts out the yokes, masked up all these insides, and I've primed them. I probably should have used epoxy primer, but I was priming other stuff, so I just used the high build. It'll be fine, you know. These bits are all masked, all the holes are masked, and the bits where the forks go and the bits where the stem goes, that's all masked. Now when you paint these, you must take that masking off within about half an hour of finishing, or you'll never get it off. Ask me how I know. Same with this. Get your masking off pretty much as soon as it's dry, yeah. And what I'll do is I'll take that out of there, do the other side, and then put it in like that and do around the sides and the bottom. So I'll do the top first and then the bottom. It's the wrong way around, but because of the way it's in the stands, that's the way it's getting done. And it won't make any difference which way it gets done, because the coating's not, it's like a rough coating. It's not like a finish that you need to make sure your blends are all good and your overlaps are good. Well, you do need to kind of make sure it goes on evenly, but like I say, you need to ramp up the pressure on it. So I'll go and mix this stuff up and come back to you. Right, so we're mixed up. See, when you mix this up and you go to the line, go below the line, because it like heaps up in the middle when you're pouring it in, and give the cup a couple of dunts, and then you'll find your true level, yeah. Otherwise you might end up not putting enough hardener in if it's like high in the middle, because it is really thick. Like I say, it's like bloody treacle. So I'll put some thinners in as well. I'll put about 20% of thinners in that. We'll see how it sprays. So I finished Raptor in. As soon as you get finished, get your gun washed. This is just soaking. I will be washing it in a second, but I'll just show you what the finished item looks like. This is 2 coats on everything. And like you see, it's like quite a fine stipple finish, I guess. Depends how far away you keep the gun as well, you know, as to what you get. If you keep it further away, you'll get more stipple. I usually keep mine about, I don't know, about 6 inches away maybe. There's the risers done, yokes done, both sides. Looking not bad. Well, looking pretty good actually. Let's not put myself down. That looks alright, nice even coat on it. The other stuff turned out alright as well. This stuff was pretty rough, to be honest with you. And I didn't really prep too much of it, because I'm selling the bike anyway. But it looks okay to me. Just realised I didn't second coat that back bit. Who cares? It's not. I was getting sold. I did the rack twice as well. I did these twice. And I just used up the excess to finish off on the outside of the bars, the bits that will be seen. The grab rail fits through here. You happy with that? Good. So I ended up spraying this at 4 bar, not 3. But it goes through the material quite quickly, obviously, because you're in full fan, full fluid. You don't want to be notching back the fluid at all, because you'll just end up clogging the gun or something. Full fluid, full fan, and just go for it. You know, modulate it in the trigger, the gun trigger. If you're putting too much on, just don't pull the trigger in so hard. But you're still getting full pressure, if you like, behind it. and you'll end up with something like this. I mean, these were by no means mint. You can see there they've got a couple of scrapes on them from before, but I'm not bothered. They look 100 times better than they did, that's for sure. They were silver before, but the paint was all rusted and, you know, usual corrosion and stuff like that. So that's what you end up with. But yeah, important points to remember: shake the tin for a good 5 minutes before you start. The Raptor, that is, not the hardener. Bump your pressure up. You can go between 3 and 4. I went to 4 because I just wanted to get a bit more pressure behind it. You can see the finish there. That's pretty decent, I would say. You know, if you'd seen the state of these before I started, they were honestly hanging, for want of a better expression. So what I need to do now is get my gun washed quickly and then remove all this masking tape from all these things, or we'll never get it off. So I better crack on. But if you like what you see, put a like down the bottom, put a subscribe down the bottom, and we'll have some more bandit orientated or motorbike orientated, van orientated content coming up. There's that one there, and there's my 1200 that I need to go and quickly touch up before I forget, and that's that. So that pretty much wraps up Raptor. Ha, like it. Like I say, I've taken the masking off, so they're just going to be left to dry. I need to take the masking off of these as well, the insides. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really much to look out for. It's easy stuff to apply. 1.8 minimum tip, I would say, on your primer gun. And high pressure, 3 to 4 bar. Can't really go wrong, you know. Make sure you clean everything out. Make sure you get your masking off pronto, and you'll be golden. Alright, so that's another one for you. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye now.